Ahoy, Buccaneer, Buckaholics, and Scallywags. We are live from Week 4's Pregame, a show premiering the matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles, who are traveling to Tampa Bay to try to battle with the hurricane-riddled Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We've had some weather down here in the last week. Big shout-out to everybody helping out, make things right, and big prayers for everybody that's been affected by that. But lots to talk about, so stay tuned. After this video, set sails, we are live.
All hands, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
Welcome aboard the Black Pearl. I got a jar of dirt.
He had a jar of dirt.
Shit, me too.
And welcome in, everybody. First off, let me welcome in myself, Derek ManicBuc Stevens. You can find me at the Plunder 2023 on most social media platforms, and my cohort / co-host / producer, BucDad. How you doing, brother?
What's up, man?
Another
It's
good
fucking
weekend
game
of
day.
football. Yeah, it is game day. It is game day. And we hope for a better outcome this week for Victory Monday than last week. There's a lot to talk about as far as this game. But first off, two major pieces of news going into this game. Yesterday, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers found out that Luke Goedeke is going to be out again for the third straight week with a concussion. What that first off tells me is, ladies and gentlemen, be patient with this guy. We watched what's happening with Tua Tagovailoa. If they rush these guys back, especially an offensive lineman that's banging their head every play, every time they clock in, they're banging their heads, guys. So be a little patient with this, because they're wanting to make sure this cat's ready and it's safe for him to come back more than anything else. Please pardon me, I'm out in public. So first and foremost, if there's any background noise from traffic, there's a fire engine going around. So I just wanted to make sure to apologize for that. But I am out in the public right now.
I was say you over there causing chaos.
Yes, sir. I'm causing chaos and wreaking havoc, baby. Anywhere the Bucs go, I go, wreaking havoc. So, by the way, hashtag, speaking of havoc and wreaking, hashtag Havoc Crew. Vita Vea is a go. We found out early this morning that Vita Vea is a go for that defense, and he was sorely missed last week. There was zero presence of pressure, and again, we come out short on the sack end for that. So, also, who else is out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? We have Antoine Winfield Jr. again, and Kalijah Cansey for the fourth straight week. As of the time of the show, there's no news. As of right now, there is no definite news on the status of wide receiver Jalen McMillan. He has got a hamstring, and he's likely to be a game-time decision. So in the next hour and a half, we'll find out, because the game starts in a little while, what's going on. But
I was going to say, fantasy-wise, like I had told you in the group chat, what they're saying, he's going to be that game time, not to really start him. So if you need somebody fantasy-wise and he's the option, I'd vote against it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't necessarily be a smart decision.
I mean, his replacement's Trey Palmer, and we still got Cam Johnson, coming off the bench, who's proved he can touch the field and he's not afraid of the ball. So he's come out there in a few gadget plays this season. So I believe
we did elevate Sterling Shepard.
Yes, and we elevated Sterling Shepard. I was just about to say that. I read right before I came on with you that we did elevate Sterling Shepard. So I think we'll be fine in the wide receiver department. Specifically speaking, segue, because as far as the Philadelphia Eagles are concerned, they unfortunately are out their number one and number two wide receivers. A.J.
Yeah.
Brown was listed late last night as being out. He was downgraded to out for today's game. So they
Yes,
will be
sir.
down to new addition and a couple of rookies, but new addition Jalen Dotson, who came from the Washington Commanders, I think in a trade right before the season. Him and I want to say rookie from Florida State plays for Philadelphia. What's his name? The big guy. I can't think of it. I mean, that's sad me being a Florida State fan, but um, they're hurting in the wide receiver room, which in turn, and Dotson is not somebody to necessarily rub your shoulders off at. He has talent and skill that was not a good fit for him. He wasn't happy there for whatever reason. He gets a second chance to revitalize those skills and look like a number one guy like he was expected to be in Washington. So with that, you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Britain Covey, as well as, like you mentioned earlier, Lane Johnson and Devin White. And Devin White is out for personal reasons. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers are definitely familiar with Devin White. He is the guy that you never expect to be at work every day, and he's always going to have personal reasons why he can't come to work. Now I'm just hating right now. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I don't know what his situation is, and I'm not, I'm being facetious. Let me say that first off.
My opinion for it, man. This is one of those that I did expect him to be on the other side of that ball today, man. Like, and not that I'm not throwing any shade, nothing like that. But it is one of those. You left us because you wanted to prove yourself, and I get it.
And Kobe Dean is actually playing well. He's actually playing really good football, and that's the guy that's listed above him in the starting position.
That's fine. To me, when I'm reading you're out because of personal reasons, that is one of those like, wow, what? Are you really that dude? You haven't played it down yet in Philly that I've seen. So who's the toxic one here, Devin?
A true story.
All I know is come off season, at the end of the year, you're gonna get what you've earned, not what you feel you deserve, what you've earned.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because maybe he's realizing without Levante there, and now Hassan Reddick ain't there, he's going to get exposed like a motherfucker.
Oh, no doubt about that, dude. Like if we can now that look, the huge addition back in this week with Vita Vea is massive for one reason and one reason alone: Saquon Barkley. He has run roughshod on every defense he has faced this week. His only mistake was giving the Atlanta Falcons the ability to come back in week 2. He played, it was a Sunday night game, and I was watching the game, and dude, they were dry. Like every time I watch him play, whether it's a live shot of him playing or it's a highlight from the game or a personal highlight because they're talking and praising him, like he has been making play after play after play. To be honest with you, if you look at the Philadelphia Eagles offense, he has, in my opinion, taken over the guy as far as his ability in that offense for Jalen Hurts to trust. Like A.J. Brown was that dude. And I don't believe when A.J. Brown comes back, he's going to be that dude. I actually believe Saquon Barkley is literally becoming Jalen Hurts' best friend for multiple reasons. So when I think of Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and Jalen Dotson, I still look at this offense as a formidable foe. They have the ability to light it up, which means the most important thing we've got to do, because fortunately for us, Jalen Hurts has a 1-2 record against Todd Bowles-led defenses, whether that's Bowles as a coach or Bowles, as a coordinator. And I think it's just Bowles as a coach. But and 2 of those were playoff losses. And last year was a big time loss because we dumped it on to the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs last year. So I'm pretty sure they're not coming into this game taking it lightly. So making sure their number one weapon in Saquon Barkley is limited at best. And this is where I know BucDad has a little bit to say, but here in a second. But check this out. Vita Vea is a problem, whether you go at him or not. Because if you don't go at him, you're looking to the outsides to try to figure out where's your best option. Because running at him is not a possibility because he's that type of player. And let's not get it twisted. When this guy is healthy and he can move an offensive line, man, he moves 2 to 3 guys. It takes 2 to 3 guys. He's not necessarily Mr. Aaron Donald. Look at that fly. Look at that fresh. Look at that fly. Look at that fresh. What up, Scullywag? Welcome to the show.
What to do?
Not much. So let me ask your opinion.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Bucs online.
Okay. Levante David is somebody I expect to be very active in this game.
I hate that Devin White's not playing. I wanted them to fucking smack him in the mouth.
Well, look,
we were
thoughts
just
on
talking
that.
about that.
Give us your thoughts on that.
My thoughts are, I think he's a fucking baby back bitch. Excuse my language.
Hey,
I mean,
Personal reasons?
well,
Really? What? Your
you're used
pussy
to that,
hurts?
though. You're used to that, though. That's the
What? Your pussy hurts?
He missed more for personal reasons than he did for anything else. He's that worker you can't ever get to come to work. And then when you schedule him 3 days a week instead of 5, he complains.
You know what that reminds me of? Practice. Practice. We talking about practice. He's acting like he's the GOAT. He's acting like he's Allen Iverson. Bro, you're not that good, first of all. To act like Allen Iverson.
I was gonna say, if I'm correct, bro, didn't Allen Iverson actually?
Well, like I said, you're not that good. You're not that good to act like that.
Yeah, but see, AI, bro, carried himself and a team to a championship. Devin White was carried to a championship.
I just feel like the dude did everything he could to get out of Tampa Bay, to go to a better situation that didn't fall through because nobody wanted to pay him the money that he's not worth. Signed a dumb 1 year. You know what this all sounds reminds me of? Reminds me of somebody named Jameis Winston who was expecting way much more, and then nobody wanted to sign him, and then he signed a 1 year deal for the minimum.
No, the Winston thing's completely different.
But Jameis is doing better now. He's making that of a contract.
Hey, understand something, homie. Had Tom Brady not have been a free agent, Jameis Winston would have been that quarterback in 2020.
Yeah, he would have.
100%.
They literally were telling him, go get the knee surgery, go get the LASIK. We're gonna bring you back. And then 2 days later is when the whole Tom Brady info broke. And I'm sorry, man. 30 mil, you're gonna hand to a quarterback. I'm handing it to a GOAT.
And let me give some facts on the Devin White for you, Scullywag. A rookie beat him out in camp.
I know.
That's why he's not playing. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. It's because he's either A, not that good, or B, he don't want it bad enough.
The competition, there was no competition. The rookie got drafted to do what he got drafted to do, to be a starter.
That's exactly right. He came out of college as a potential starter.
I mean, well, call the shit what it is, man. Devin White didn't get beat out because you got to be out there in order to get beat out.
100%. You gotta compete to be in a competition.
Your
That's
best
the one
abilities
thing that
are
I have to say that I will say. I've publicly tried to keep a neutral opinion on this and tried to be fair about it, but at the same time, dependability matters, whether you're in the real world, whether you're on a team sport, whatever, dependability matters. And he was an undependable player, period. And that's why I'm glad that dude's out of Tampa Bay. Other than that, hope he, does what he does. And it's, that being said, he's doing what he do.
listen, man.
I hope he becomes a Hall of Famer one day because I can honestly say I have the first autograph that fool put on anything.
I was gonna say, bro,
On
like,
anything Tampa Bay.
I saw
had
that.
it not, bro, had it not been money, I would have loved for Devin White to still be in a Bucs uniform.
I got a 45 jersey that says Scullywag because
No, I feel you on that, but that's what I'm saying.
I
Had it
got
not
a
have
black,
been money,
I
bro,
got a
I'd
black
love to see
Super
Devin
Bowl
White still here.
Devin White jersey that I don't wear. That I probably will never wear. That has the
I'll-
tags on it still.
I'll tell you out loud, man. Like I wish Devin White the best, but hey, too bad you ain't out there. Maybe another year.
Another
We ain't
four,
gonna see,
2
we
to
ain't gonna,
4.
we ain't gonna see him in the playoffs, bro. I don't see Philly making it that far.
No, look, as far as I'm concerned, right now, Washington's my NFC East division winner.
Yeah,
If they keep it up and can keep that kid healthy, they look, because their whole team is playing good football, not just that quarterback. That
Bro,
quarterback's
hold on.
not losing games.
Look, bro. I think on the East side, bro. I think it's gonna be Dallas. I hate to say it.
Maybe
I
they
hate to
turned
say
it
it.
around.
They always do. They will. They'll get it together. They'll wind up making the playoffs and then choke.
Oh,
I hope they don't.
absolutely that.
I hope they don't make the playoffs at all. That way I can post my yearly message to all my Cowboy fans. Jim Moore going, playoffs.
Well,
Trying
so
to win
yeah,
games.
talking about getting back to some of today's game. Baker and Todd Bowles and the boys will definitely be looking to rebound, and the O-line is gonna need to step it up and help it out. As Baker actually hit the ground 12 times in the last 2 games. 12 times. We've got 13 for the season because we got 1 sack in the beginning of the season. And that, to
James is
me,
going to have two and a half sacks tonight.
that's unacceptable to have your quarterback put on the ground, because you think about that and then add the pressures on top of that and how many times he hit the ground. We have got to keep this guy upright if you expect for him to make plays for us. At the same time, Baker has got to also be responsible for some of those sacks and holding on to the ball too long and not being able to get rid of the ball. Even if you don't get anything, throw the ball on the ground. Just do not take a sack, because 1, that puts you at an injury risk. 2, that gives us a loss of downs and makes it all harder. Mike Evans is going to need to be brought into this game early and often. Getting him off to a hot start is going to be the key to this offense succeeding. I don't know why they haven't gotten him in it. Now look, the game plan seemingly has been enough to feed Chris Godwin over the middle. Chris Godwin has been that guy, and I'm not opposed to that. But I think Mike Evans opening up the field a little more is definitely something that's needed, because the run game has got to do its part today. They've got to do their part. And in my opinion, I believe Bucky Irving should get the start and be the main run guy. And then you should
start, isn't he?
Huh?
He is getting the start.
He's going to get more touches. That was the verbiage. The verbiage was he was going to get more touches.
Todd White's listed with an illness right now, so
Rashad White had food poisoning. He got listed last night. They got a message last night that it was food poisoning. He could play.
Okay, they broke it on TV. I guess he is going to be active.
Okay.
But if Rashad White wasn't feeling well last night,
it's going to be Bucky Irving.
Yeah, I mean, depending on
I would be hard pressed.
This cat full of fluid, they're going to want to limit him for at least a game. Let the youngin get in. All I want to say is, bro, just think about our defense every time we've played against Saquon, no matter when he was in New York. What was the end result?
100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Nope.
Oh, he got hurt. He got hurt the last few times he played us.
Every time.
Both times.
Listen, that is the reason why I sat Saquon in my league, bro. Because every time the Bucs defense and Saquon go 1-on-1, we come out on top. Happened in 19, happened in 21.
Yeah. You're right.
So
The
we
last
can
one was here. I think I was at that game.
So we're 5 out of the.
That is
we're
one of
five-
my keys to victory. If
We're
we
5
can-
out of
if
the
we
last
can
6
keep-
against them, right?
The what?
Well, the last 3 were 1 and 2. Jalen
Yeah, but
Hurts is 1 and 2.
we're 5 out of the last 6, though.
Okay.
We're 4-1 in the last 5.
Well, either way, I don't see. Look, we've seen these teams a lot, and 90% of these guys, us 3 specifically, I can speak for, we've seen these guys week in and week out. The way they took that loss and the heat that came on this team last week, they aren't going to come out of that locker room light-footed this week. I'm telling you. They're going to come out hungry, and I believe they're going to come out and execute. I actually have not a high-scoring game, but I got a 23-17.
Man, I don't know. I think the Bucs put up 30 points today.
Yeah, I was
Look,
gonna say.
the more the better. The more the better. For multiple reasons, because like in 3 or 4 of my leagues, I got like 5 Buccaneers in my lineup.
If you want to look at it this way,
Hey, what's your team's name?
My team? Which one?
Okay. The water going.
The Plunder, mostly.
The Plunder is the name of your team? And that's all your teams?
Pretty much.
What up, Aaron?
I got 4 of them. 2 money and 2 fun.
I got 3 leagues. One of them's called.
I'm brandishing everything, man. I'm building a brand here, baby. That's what you are part of the Plunder. Like you're the cheekbone right now, or you're the mouthpiece. Actually, I'm an eyeball and he's an eyeball, and you're the mouthpiece.
I got Mayfield of Dreams. I got Baker Stroudle. It's Baker Stroudle, and then I got my fucking Godwin.
Love that.
That is awesome.
Love that. Yeah, I'm
it's
pretty bland with the name.
It's my Godwin, and my little abbreviation's fuck your team.
I used to have good names, but this year with the Plunder, I'm pushing the brand everywhere. So that's pretty much what I did. But dude, that's one of the things that I miss. And maybe I'll start doing that next year again. But I just to get my brand and my name out there, I'm just trying to push everything with the Plunder. So I stuck with that. But yeah, I miss being creative and having those abilities. What about you, BucDad?
You've seen mine. Mine are just the real 88. That's
You're the same way. Yeah,
Yeah, I just got 2 leagues, man. Fuck all that extra shit. I did that enough.
Yeah, you got a lot going on, bro. Let me tell you what, the juggling you do. I love that.
Hey, look
y'all know my position. I don't keep my jerseys with me. Straight up. I got a t-shirt though.
Gone.
He was robbed.
Oh wow.
You saw that?
Wait,
Hey,
hold up.
y'all see that Mike Evans Tom Brady interaction?
Yeah.
He walked up to him.
They showed it on Twitter.
That was good.
Hey,
yes,
but
and Tom's calling the game. It's going to be a good day.
We're going to get this dub today, bro. We need it.
Yes, sir.
Do you think Baker's going to play bad in front of Tom Brady? Please.
He better not.
Look, the line's got to give him some time. They just got to give him a little bit more time, and he's got to be able to get rid of the ball and not go to the ground. That's huge. Not taking sacks is my key on offense. We cannot put sacks and penalties. We've got to play more discipline.
The only way he takes those sacks is if the line doesn't do their job, bro.
They haven't been the last 2 weeks.
They have not been.
But he's also
it's going to be
responsible for 2 of those. And
it's going to be even worse because Gadke's out.
Gadke's been out.
That's all I'm saying, but Gadke's out again today.
Yeah.
Then we need more 2 and 3 tight end sets.
Keith is out.
Payne Durham. Bring in Devin Colt.
I think he's hurt too. I think Payne
Devin
Durham's hurt
Colt-
too.
Devin
Payne
Colt's
Durham's
just a
not
healthy
hurt.
scratch. Payne Durham's not hurt.
I was
No,
gonna
sir.
say you're starting to come. What the hell? You got your shit on like injury level high right now.
It seems like it, bro. Did you not see the injury list the other day?
Colt
It's
Keefe is hurt, yes.
extensive, but you got to think.
Now I know they have to list them so they don't get fined. I get it, but
Yeah, and you
even at that,
gotta think.
even at that, it takes that much more for them to get hurt again. That
But
much.
that's
Look,
where
again, our
That much.
tight end room has depth. We've got 5 tight ends, bro.
well, I was gonna say just because it's a
But
little bit.
we're going to use them though. We need to use them.
Yeah, but just because you're on the list doesn't mean that you're necessarily not gonna play.
Right.
I might be, I might got a little bit of a bruise in my thigh, on a Tuesday. Hey, coach, man, I'm not gonna practice today. All right, but I'm back at Thursday,
What if
Friday.
your time is bleeding like Devin White?
Yeah, but
Is that a personal reason?
yeah, hey, but that's why he's not part of the team. That's why he's on the other side right now. Actually, not even on the other side.
So so Scullywag, you said it was going to be a high scoring game. What's your score prediction?
Total together, 69 points.
69 points. Okay.
Hey,
What do you got, BucDad?
So I'm thinking like 34, 35, like 37 to 33.
But still a close game.
Or
Gotcha.
maybe something like that, 37, 32.
Okay.
I was gonna say I was thinking something like 38, 35.
Pretty Bucs club, like I said, right up there in the 60,
Saquon,
70.
Saquon,
It'd be
look, bro.
65 to
If
70.
Saquon's healthy, if Saquon stays healthy, bro, he's gonna cook.
He's gonna cook no matter what.
Well, I'm going 40 points total.
I have a feeling
23-17.
Dobson's gonna fucking get us, bro.
He's the thing that I'm curious about. If I'm counting those
Dobson.
21 points. I'm counting those 17 points for Philadelphia to come from Hurts and Barkley, and that's with me not expecting Dotson to do anything, but knowing that cat can actually play ball.
I just got an injury alert on my ESPN for Bucky
Oh,
Irvin.
yeah? He's been listed. What is it for? Delusion? How you doing today? I think we lost him. You there, BucDad?
I'm here.
All right.
I don't have. I'm trying to find it too.
I'm here. I'm
There he
checking
is.
it. I'm checking it.
There he is. There he is. He was gone. But yeah, for me,
I ain't getting mine to load right now. So
I think for me today, the biggest keys on offense, Baker has to stay off the ground, number one, which means the line has to be able to play a little better. And that goes for the pass game and the run game. You got to be able to create those holes, and those running backs got to hit them. Mike Evans getting in the game is going to help open up the rest of the offense, and it's going to keep the Eagles' defense on high alert. We need to keep an eye on that Georgia Bulldog in the middle of the line down there for Philadelphia, Jalen Carter. That dude can be menacing. So in the end of the day, for defense, we've got to be able to stop and slow down Saquon to some degree. BucDad's calling an injury, but not hoping that anybody gets hurt. But that's the history that precedes him.
I'm hoping he doesn't get more than 70 yards, bro.
To keep him under 70 yards would be a success 70, right now.
Under 70 and 1 touchdown.
He's got like 340 yards this season.
So far, with our banged up defense, we haven't allowed any touchdowns in the air.
No. As of right now, and I believe that can be beneficial. Again, I got both of the touchdowns for Philadelphia being one running from Hurts and then one running from Barkley. I've got Barkley. If we win, we'll keep him under 70. So I got him with a touchdown under 70 yards.
I need you to be a little more positive and say when we win.
Fair enough. Word usage is important. I actually get that. Thank you for grammar correction there, sir. Much obliged. Now, BucDad, let's get a little bit into the parlay or plank topic with what you got going on this week.
I mean, okay, so this week's parlay or plank, I'm doing a little different. You know, with what we had talked about on the Plunder, I dug a little deeper into our game.
Right.
That being said, I went into the history
Okay.
because
History lesson. I like that.
yeah, for Bucs fans, bro, it's been a minute. Philly's not a new foe, but they're not an old one either. We've got a little bit of history with them. In the last 5 games, within 10 meetings, bro, believe it or not, we're only 500. But we were 4-1 in the last 5. Our overall record against Philly, we lead them by 1 game with a 12-11 record.
Nice.
Our first game. Either one of y'all, can you tell me the year?
It was 2001.
No, not the year you became a Bucs fan. What year was our first game against Philly?
Oh, fuck. I don't know, dude.
79.
Close. That was our first win against Philly.
Oh.
Our first game was in 1977 on September 18th. It's a 13-3 loss. That was part of that 0-26 Renegade
Run. Okay.
Now,
interesting fact. Good fact, man.
December 29th of 79, we caught that first win against Philly in Tampa. From 91 to 90, yeah, from 91 to 99, bro, it was 3 straight wins. From 2000 to 2002, 4 straight losses to Philly, including those 3 playoff losses that we all remember. Because, you know, under 60, bro, them Florida boys can't play it. Now, y'all remember when we shut down the vet? Y'all remember when we shut down that new stadium that they got up right now, too? And I say we shut down because we shut that offense down. Do y'all remember the score of that game?
31 to 32.
We opened with a 17 we opened with a 17-0 shutout to Philly.
I'm too stoned to remember that.
Sorry, baby girl. We got you.
Mucho
Question,
mota.
I got a question on, excuse me, fellas. I got a question from Misador about thoughts on Vita playing.
No.
We
don't
need
risk
him.
Getting him hurt more. We need him, but don't risk hurting him more.
Why?
No, hear me out. Hear me out. We need him. All right. That being said, it's a risk reward. What is going on versus what he's had going on? You know, there's so many more things I think need to be taken into consideration. But what I will say is if he's not going to be, and let's just say he's on a snap count, right? To test him out. 15 snaps. See how that leg warms up for him. You know, but I have a big issue now, and this is not on the verses of injuring a guy, because I'm never honestly about that. That's not what it's about. But we need his presence on defense, and if not, we have to have somebody to step up. And so far, the stepping up factor has worked out well in one area, and that's been the DB section. When we had that rough week, we had Christian Izzy, and he's still, going to be in today for Antoine Winfield, who's played, fairly well coming in off the bench behind an Antoine Winfield, as far as comparison to play. But it's that my thoughts on it are I believe if I were he says he's ready, I'm putting him on a snap count. I'm wanting to see how he plays, how he gets off the ball, how effective he is with it, how his footwork is. And then if he's not running right, pull him out the game, and you just got to run the extra game. That's what I would do.
Elijah Cansey always hurt.
I don't think they're taking risks with Cansey.
But the
Yeah,
dude
but
was
I
hurt all
mean,
last year too.
yeah, but hey, if we want to be technical, we can kind of say the same thing with Vita. You can say the same thing with Yaya.
But
Hey, you
but
guys
with-
watch basketball, don't you?
but
You watch
but how
basketball?
many times? How many times did they say Vita Vea's name over Cansey? Let's be real.
You watch. Listen, let me ask you
Quite a
this: you watch
few.
basketball? You know, in the NBA, they got this thing called personal days off, where you could just not play in the NBA if you don't want to.
Yeah, but bro,
So, so
if
maybe
we
that's
want
like
Ben,
a portion of what they're
if
doing
I
here in the
want
NFL.
Ben Simmons, if I want Ben Simmons, bro, I will draft Ben Simmons.
Right? And it seems like that's what Elijah Cansey is.
If I want Kawhi Leonard, bro, I will go get Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, no doubt,
Look at Mike, bro. He been doing this shit 11 straight.
without a
But
question, bro.
that's Mike. Mike and Elijah are two different fucking animals. I mean,
I'm not-
Elijah, we drafted him for a reason, bro, not to be on the bench, not to be hurt.
I get it.
And it's like if he was hurt, what, 7 games last year, 6 games?
Vernon, hey, like Vernon said, bro, 4 games last year, 4 games this year for Elijah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I'm
he's not
hey,
wrong.
I was gonna say, bro, you're not wrong because this is the same argument me and Derek were having last year with him, bro. What the fuck did we draft him for when he's just hanging out?
Why
And
would
look
they pay
at
him millions of
hey,
dollars if the dude ain't
but
fucking
again,
producing shit but getting hurt?
but listen,
Like
but
that's
here's my
milking the
thing.
fucking system.
You got the same thing going on, bro, with Vita. You need somebody that can plug that hole because Vita's body's taking the wear and tear.
Okay, but that's another thing though. If this dude's gonna be hurt all the time, why not go out and get somebody that's gonna do the job behind him?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I absolutely not, bro.
Like, why are we gonna go get somebody that's unproven, with somebody who's already not proving?
Hey, look,
Your best ability is your availability.
look,
You feel
that's
me? You feel me?
100% fact right there.
You
That's
feel me?
100% fact what you said. Your best ability, your best ability is your availability and dependability.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say
that's
Vern
something
said that we don't even know if he's fitting in yet. He doesn't even play well enough, or does he play well enough when he's on the field? Absolutely. But yeah, Vita did the same thing when he was drafted.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that, Vernon. 100%.
Vita had that same vibe in the beginning, and Vernon's
did.
correct. If you remember his rookie year, Vita was hurt quite a bit.
I mean, we got to think these guys, number one, take into consideration, this guy we're talking about is smaller than your standard size guy in this position, right? His body today in today's game is a lot more physical. So when they make that transformation, look at Kaylin Clark in the WNBA. When she ended her season, you're talking a couple of weeks and she was back into the grind of a WNBA season, right? There was no break in between her thing. The first portion of the season, she played like trash. And ever since they had their break, kind of like the All-Star break, which was the Olympics, she came back and literally broke like 8 records as a rookie. And the point is I buy into what Vernon's saying and then what BucDad is saying, piggybacking off of that. I hear what you're saying. He has been undependable. But if taking the time and working through these injuries in the first few years that he has come through, which he did have injuries in college, and we knew that when we drafted him. But if he can work through this, can the guy have another solid 6-7 years after that? Without a damn question. You know this. But
6-7 years of
what
4
are we
games?
willing to sacrifice
Of
as
4
a
games?
team during that time?
6-7
That's the
years
question.
of 4 games?
Yeah. I mean, look, when he played last year, look, he was top of the rookies, and he was probably middle of the pack to upper part of the pack.
Hey, if we're gonna do that, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but you ain't getting paid. You ain't getting that type of contract. I'm gonna rate you. I will prorate your contract as if
That's what I'm
you
saying.
only
If you're
play
not gonna,
4 games
if
a
I'm
year.
paying you X amount of money to play, this is your job.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm paying you X amount of dollars for you to fucking perform your job. Okay, and you come in and you're like, well, I can only perform 40% of my job.
I'm
4
gonna pay
games.
you for the 40%.
I'm only gonna pay you for
Right.
40%, bro. If you're not gonna pay me this other 60%, I'm not gonna pay you for that. You're
Nope,
I get
robbing
it.
me at that point. You're robbing me
Hey,
every fucking year at that point.
that 40% that you produce is what your contract is going to be based off of.
We could put that into somebody else's bonus to make them produce more.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yo,
But
and
time
you
will
know what?
tell on this situation. Time will tell.
I'm
You
not a
know, we just
Hey,
GM.
gotta.
I'm not a
maybe this is
GM. I'm
maybe
not a
this is
fucking.
when the new CBA comes up, maybe the teams can turn around and go, hey, well, you got players hitting this type of incentives, these contracts and shit for guaranteed money, and then sitting out, not playing.
Then again,
Where
it's
can I
easy for
receive
us to play. Then again, it's easy for us to play. Couch fucking coaches and keyboard warriors and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not there
Hey, is
to
that what you think
understand
of my
it.
show? Is that
Right, to
is
understand.
that what you think of my show?
I mean, if you
Like
think
I
about
said,
it, we are kind of, couch coaches, GMs.
yeah, like I said, they're all just opinions right now. We don't know what's going on. We're just talking fucking out our asses. Of course, we
Right.
can say, well,
Hey,
yeah, they should do this, they should do that, they should do this and that.
but
But
listen,
in reality, it doesn't matter what we say because if they did it our way, it probably wouldn't work out. It
yeah,
just somewhere along the line we fucking caused the decay of NFL football and the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. No doubt. Well, look. I want to. This is a portion of the show that kind of pains me because for multiple reasons. But I want to give somebody their flowers, and I want to give them the ability to give a shout out. BucDad, you are a avid Buccaneer fan. You were also an avid Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Can you run us through last night's events and your emotions? I figured he'd come back on screen for that.
y'all came this motherfucking close, bro.
You came
All
back
I say,
close. You
What an outcome.
came
listen,
that close.
listen. As a Bama fan,
It was
that
the
first
the
half,
Kansas City Crimson Tide out there. Let me tell you.
bro. Listen, we almost became the Alabama Falcons.
No, but you were the Kansas City. You were the Kansas City Crimson Tide last night.
Bro, it was bad.
It was bad,
It was bad.
Yeah.
Because
and there were
listen,
That
calls.
second
There were
half,
calls.
it was the
There
tale
were
of two
calls
halves,
going
really.
your way at the end. There were calls going Alabama's way at the end that should not have gone that way, bro.
hey, yeah, no, listen.
Hey, I didn't have a dog. I didn't have a dog in the fight, and I know how to spell dog the right way. It's D-O-G.
Listen, the way that game went, I like that they let them play to an extent, but I like that if one team got a set of calls, the other team got that call. They got a lot, bro. Both teams got away with some shit.
Why
I
are
will
you
say
stuttering
that.
though?
But had they had lost that game, I don't think we'd be doing a show today.
Oh shit! He'd be like, fuck Hector.
No, no. Because I talked to Derek, bro. Like third quarter, he's like, yeah, I ain't been watching this shit since like the second quarter. You know damn well, being the FSU Bulldog that he is, this motherfucker
I
would
like
be in
that.
this.
I actually like that.
This motherfucker would be in the room right now, going, "Fuck FSU losing." They do that every week, but that win, I ain't trying to hear that. I wasn't even gonna bring it. Hey, I wasn't even gonna bring it up until he mentioned it.
Like I was tired and I was watching it. I had a long day yesterday, and it was like for me, what I watched of it, no matter the teams, it wasn't a good game to watch. Like you could see, it was like Alabama looked like they were playing a Appalachian mid-conference Southern, community college
Yeah,
team.
You mean like Texas against Mississippi State?
Yeah.
Like who?
Or Kentucky against Ole Miss.
Like Texas is back, but who?
Bro,
Who are they?
hey, hold up.
Who
Hey,
have they
that
played?
Kentucky Ole Miss game was lit.
bro.
It
Like all
was.
these Texas, I
But
live in Texas,
Kentucky
bro.
beat
Look,
them.
look, I live here in Texas, and I got these Texas fans all up. All Texas is the best. We're number one. Blah blah blah. That motherfuckers. Y'all come to the SEC and you get silver spoon fed your schedule. You
They gonna
face
get dog.
three. You face three top teams, if that.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna give OU flowers because them
They got
in the
lucky, bro, but it was
SEC.
awesome.
Look, that game against Tennessee, they did better than I thought. A win. They won yesterday.
Tennessee put up 70 points the game before, so we were thinking,
Yeah,
holy
I was
fuck, you
gonna
know?
say, bro, Tennessee was dog walking the brakes off of college teams before they got to y'all. I somewhat expected them to dog walk y'all a little bit, and y'all put up a fight.
Yeah.
I give kudos. Y'all's first year in the SEC, you're doing good things.
Hey, they
Texas,
came back on Auburn yesterday, which was a big
hey,
for them, you know?
almost say, bro, for Texas, not to be that guy, but wait till they start hitting real ass teams like Georgia,
Texas hasn't
like
had a real
Bama.
team. Wait till they play Georgia and Bama. That's what I'm saying.
Wait till
But
you
but
gotta sit.
but
Wait
do
till
they
you
get to
gotta
play
sit in an
Tennessee?
SEC
Do they get
title game against one of us.
bro, that's all they have. Like they don't have any other good teams they're playing against. Like
It's all fun, bro. It's all fun and games when you're dog walking Vanderbilt in
that's
an
what I
SEC
said.
game.
It's easy when you got an easy schedule. I got it.
Just that, hey, as an OU fan and as a Baker Mayfield OU fan, and you know you're welcome for Jalen Hurts Bama fan. Wait, hey, just
Hey, he
Texas is
still didn't
gonna
win
get
a
that.
Heisman. He still didn't win a Heisman.
Hey, not hey. We were talking about it earlier, bro. Jalen Hurts, whether it was Bama or OU, that's the best quarterback to come out of Alabama.
Out of Alabama, but not
That
OU.
is the best quarterback Nick Saban has ever coached.
Yes, but not out of OU.
Nah, that's Baker.
Yes and no. Sam Bradford, bro, lit that world up as a college quarterback.
Yeah, and
They did.
bro, he would have been good in St. Louis had he not
Hey,
fucked his shoulder up.
Kyler Murray lit motherfuckers up in college, bro.
Yeah, but dog, you tackling Kyler Murray makes you feel like you're tackling a fucking child. Hey, but
Yeah.
since we're on the topic though, let's talk about that cat Ryan Williams,
Who?
that wideout in Alabama. 17 years old, bro, and two of the sickest catches in the game
That kid's
yesterday.
gonna be special.
I'm telling you, that small stature, bro, he's gonna be a dominant ass fucking little slot receiver.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, look,
But
guys, we all got to get ready for what we're doing and get ready for the game. Hey, Scullywag, thank you for hopping on,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
It's a
Hey,
fun
sorry,
time
man.
every
I'm
time.
I'm I'm trying to reply to these goddamn messages, but I got them.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. I
Yes,
hey,
sir.
appreciate you
Good
coming
job.
on.
Vernon, I'm gonna say something real quick, just because this popped up. Tua was not worth the draft pick because of the fact that he can't stay healthy.
Hey, did you know that that you can't beat the Hawk without the Tua?
Yeah, well, the
On that
Dolphins
note,
ain't beating shit without the Tua.
Couldn't
on
beat the
that
Hawk
note,
without the Tua.
I appreciate Scullywag, BucDad, of course, every week in and out. I appreciate you. A quick word
Yes, sir.
from one of our partners in Goat TV, run by Matt Grisham, where you can pay using the yes, much love. Using the promo code below, the Plunder 23, you reach out to Matt and let him know you want to try his IPTV service called Goat TV, where you get 9,000 live channels, 27,000 movies, every series ever made. You do away with bills, monthly reoccurring bills from Hulu, Amazon Prime. Max TV, Disney Plus, Netflix, all of that is on one package. You also get pay-per-view. You also get NFL Sunday Ticket content where you don't pay any extra fees. So you get any and every live sporting event from football, basketball, baseball, collegiate, world events, all your local live TV stations across the country, all to try out for just $25 for the first month, and then your bill will be $45 a month after. So if you got any questions, you can DM me, DM BucDad, or reach out to Matt Grisham for that information. But make sure to use that code ThePlunder23. That'll get you $25 on your first month. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate your time. As far today, I think the Eagles get plucked. Their feathers are going to be, detached from their body. We're going to put them in a boiling pot of water. And we're going to put some carrots and some potatoes and some onions on it. And we're going to have a freaking soup and celebrate this victory. We've got different outcomes as far as the score, but in the end, we all agree that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be walking out. So until then, we will see you Thursday for Plunder.
Fuck the Eagles.
Yes. Fuck Philly and fucking SPN.
Fuck the Eagles.
We ain't playing wanna front, put that ass off. Do it like them dirty South boys doing. Watch I keep the club, I'ma make them stop.